Donating to charity. You may be surprised to know that's quite a controversial topic. Many people believe that our way of charity is wrong, but many believe charity has done greater good than bad as explained by others. Amidst that, we all know many charitable people and we do have a sense of gratitude towards them. Welcome to this episode of The Billionaires, a channel where we talk about the people you know, but the stories you don't. And today, we are going to speak about the top 10 generous people of the last century. And no, Bill and Melinda Gates aren't ranked first. The most generous person in the list never had the billionaire title. So, let's get started. EDSEL Ford. He was the president of Ford Motor Company from 1999 until he died in 1943. The Ford Motor Company played a key role in arming of the US arsenal of democracy. With EDSEL leading the company, he set goal of producing one bomber per hour at Ford's expensive Willow Run manufacturing complex, where the B-24 was produced. In 1936, he created Ford Foundation along with his father Henry Ford. The foundation almost owned 90% of non-voting shares of the Ford company. In his lifetime, EDSEL donated an equivalent of $26.6 billion. According to Candid, which tracks and analyzes global philanthropy, the Ford Foundation is already the largest long-standing funder of racial equity force.
9.
John D. Rockefeller. He started as an assistant bookkeeper at age 16 and went into several business partnerships beginning at age 20, concentrating his business on oil refining. Rockefeller founded the Standard Oil Company in 1870. He ran it until 1897 and remained its largest shareholder. He is widely considered the wealthiest American of all times and the richest person in modern history. It is said that the word billionaire was brought into existence initially to describe him. After all, he was the first billionaire. His wealth amounts to around equivalent of 423 billion of present times. Rockefeller's charitable giving began with his first job as a clerk at age 16, when he gave 6% of his earning to charity, as recorded in his ledger. By the time he was 20, his charity exceeded 10% of his income. In 1884, Rockefeller provided major funding for Atlanta Baptist Female Seminary in Atlanta for African American women, which became Spelman College. Rockefeller's General Education Board, founded in 1903, was established to promote education at all levels everywhere in the country. Rockefeller became one of the first great patrons of medical science. In 1901, he founded Institute for Medical Research in New York City. He spent most of the last 40 years of his life in retirement, along with other key industrialists such as steel magnate Andrew Carnegie, doing philanthropy activities. In his lifetime, he donated whopping $26.8 billion. We are making a video on John D. Rockefeller. After all, he is the first billionaire in the world, and our channel is also named Billionaire, so don't miss out. Click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon.
8.
J.K. Lilly Sr. Josiah began working at his father's company at the age of 14. He graduated from Philadelphia College of Pharmacy and Science and became superintendent of Lilly Laboratories in 1882 and company president in 1898. Under his leadership, the company introduced standardized manufacturing process, expanded its sales force, and increased its research effort to develop new drugs. Lilly and Company grew into one of the largest and most influential pharmaceutical corporations in the world and the largest corporation in Indiana. Lilly was a lifelong patron to Indianapolis and active in many philanthropic organizations. In 1937, Lilly and his son, Eli and Joy, founded the Indianapolis-based Lilly Endowment. In 1998, the Lilly Endowment has become the largest philanthropic endowment in the world in terms of asset, with an estimated value of $15.4 billion in charitable giving. Others have surely surpassed it, but it remains among the top 5. In total, J.K. Lilly Sr. donated an equivalent of $27.5 billion.
7,
Hans Wildroff. Hans Wildroff was an American businessman, best known as the founder of Rolex and Twitter. In 1945, Hans Wildroff set up Hans Wildroff Foundation, to which in 1966 he handed over his 100% ownership stake in Rolex. The Hans Wildroff Foundation owns and controls Rolex to this day and donates a great deal of its income to charity and social causes in Geneva, Switzerland. In his lifetime, he donated an equivalent of $31.5 billion.
6,
George Soros. George Soros, conspiracy's favorite child. George Soros is an Hungarian-born American billionaire investor. As of March 2020, Forbes magazine listed Soros as the 162nd richest person in the world, with a net worth of $8.3 billion. He has also donated 64% of his original fortune, making him the most generous giver when measured as a percentage of net worth. Soros has been active as a philanthropist since 1970s, when he began providing funds to help black students attend the University of Cape Town in apartheid South Africa. Before 1994, there was huge discrimination between white and blacks in South Africa. Blacks were usually dominated by whites, and this period is called apartheid, as it is African word meaning separation. In total, Soros has donated an equivalent of $34.8 billion.
5,
Warren Buffett, the biggest investor in the world. He is considered one of the most successful investors in the world and has a net worth of over $100.6 billion as of April 2021, making him the world's 7th wealthiest person. Buffett has long stated his intention to give his fortune to charity. Since 2006, he donates more than 500,000 Berkshire Hathaway Class B shares to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation every July. In 2006, he auctions his 2001 Lincoln Town Car on eBay to raise money for Girls Incorporation. In 2007, he auctions a luncheon with himself that raised a final bid of $650,000 for a Glide Foundation. Later, auction raised $2.1 million, $1.7 million, and $3.5 million. The winner traditionally dines with Buffett. He founded the Giving Place in 2009 with Bill Gates, whereby billionaires pledge to give away at least half of their fortune. He has pledged to give 99% of his fortune. Till now, he has donated $37.4 billion.
4,
Howard Hughes, known during his lifetime as one of the most financially successful individuals in the world. He became first prominent as a film producer and then as an influencer figure in the aviation industry. He founded Howard Hughes Medical Institute, American non-profit medical research organization based in Chevy Chase, Maryland. The institute has an endowment of $22.6 billion, making it second wealthiest philanthropic organization in the US and second best endowed medical research foundation in the world. In his lifetime, Howard donated a total of $38.6 billion.
3,
Sir Henry Wellcome, he founded the pharmaceutical company Bureau Wellcome and Company with his colleague Silas Burroughs in 1880. Along with several donations in his lifetime, he left a large amount of capital for charitable work in his will. This capital was used to form Wellcome Trust, one of world's largest medical charities. In total, he donated $56.7 billion.
2,
Bill and Melinda Gates. In 2000, Bill and Melinda Gates donated stock valued at $5 billion to create charitable Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The foundation was identified the funds for NGOs company in 2013 as the world's wealthiest charitable foundation, with assets reportedly valued at more than $34.6 billion. The foundation is organized into 5 main areas: Global Development Division, Global Health Division, United States Division, Global Policy and Advocacy Division. Amongst others, it supports a wide range of public health projects, granting aid to fight transmissible diseases such as AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. Till now, they have donated a total of $74.6 billion.
1,
JAMSET TATA. Jamsetji Nusratji Tata was an Indian pioneer industrialist who founded the Tata Group, India's biggest conglomerate company. Established the city of Jamshedpur, he founded what would later become the Tata Group of companies. Jamsetji Tata is regarded as the legendary father of Indian industry. He was so influential in the world of an industry that Jawaharlal Nehru referred to Tata as one-man planning commission. Tata, who in his early life was a merchant, went on to change the business world of India through his many ventures and is known as one of the most important builders of the modern Indian economy. In his lifetime, he donated a total of $102.4 billion. This was our video about top 10 generous person of the last century. If you have watched the video till now, press the like button. And if you like what we are doing, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.